Okay, today we're going to be talking to Deborah Loby, and this is the second of the video series that I'm putting on. This is Jean. And today we're going to talk to Deborah. She has been working with me as a wardrobe consultant and hair and makeup artist for the last few years. Deborah has been in the beauty industry for over 20 years now, and she is a color expert and hair and makeup artist slash beauty consultant. And today we're going to talk about wardrobe for our personal branding DIY series for your social media, taking pictures with just your camera phone. So where do we start, Deborah?
Well, we start with our closet.
Okay.
We start with our closet. So we want to start with what are the best colors that we have in our closet that makes our skin look its best. And the reason why skin is number one, because color reflects off of skin. So like today, you and I are wearing shades of blue and teal, and those are great colors for everybody. Everybody can wear these colors, and these colors make their skin look fantastic. I brought another color to show that if you're having a hard time trying to think, okay, I'm not sure what colors make my skin look really good. So you can stand in front of your mirror and you can hold up, you know, like a teal color or beautiful shades of green. Those are, or blues, those are what I call all colors. Here's this purple. And you can see that this purple definitely, it's a much louder color than the teal. So people can take different colors, hold them up in front of the mirror and compare, okay, which color is going to complement me, which color is not going to complement me. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
You were showing me earlier the scarf.
Yes. So you can see that I have a different color scarf here with the teal, so it ties everything in. So with this, I could add this scarf, which would help to tone it down so that you see me and it complements my skin instead of this brilliant color.
Yeah, yeah. And
I've seen some people when they're on video or on the phone, they'll have also like a hot pink. And then my eyes just watch the pink.
yeah, it's nice when you can see the face and it doesn't, this doesn't distract from the face.
Exactly. Also, people need to be aware of wearing black. Black can cause our skin to look more pale. And so I again would recommend either adding some color around their necks, you know, with scarves, and also make sure that the fabric is a matte fabric and not shiny. Also necklaces, they could add some necklaces, also adding more bronzer to their face so that it warms their skin up. They could add bronzer down here too, so that it warms their skin up, and that way the black doesn't make them look too pale.
What kind of people do look good in black, do you think?
I think a lot of people, most people, really black is again an all color. I've noticed that as we get older, because we lose color in our skin as we're maturing, I noticed that black can start to look a little harsh, which is why I will start to gravitate more towards a charcoal black or dark gray or navy blue. That's the advantage of young adults, is they can get away with a lot more than those of us who are more mature.
Yeah.
But yes, black is definitely so. So again, if the person is noticing that when they put black up and the black emphasizes dark circles, the black emphasizes a full neck, you know, then wear it down lower and then bring in color.
What about necklines? What do you think? You know, like boat necks or V necks or turtlenecks, or what do you?
Yeah. Well, turtlenecks are great for people who have a very long neck. You know, long necks, that's great. And again, the color has to, you know, go well with their skin tone. I prefer more of a V-neck, especially for those of us who tend to be fluffy. And so like a sweetheart neckline, a boat neck, a V neck, those are really complimentary. And then some women have those beautiful collarbones, you know, wearing, you know, like those boat neck or those sweetheart necklines are really pretty for those, you know. So, and then of course, if you tend to be not as fluffy, a scoop neck, you know, you pretty much have a lot more variety.
Right. Okay. And then what about fabrics and patterns? What do you have to say about that?
I prefer, especially on the camera, avoid fabrics that are shiny because the light is going to pick up and bounce off. So stick with cotton. You can go with, of course, silk, cotton, any fabric that's basically going to be a matte. Same with scarves. You know, make sure that the scarves are going to be more matte and not shiny. Also, I would avoid some big jewelry that will tend to be more distracting as well.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. And if you have sheer, careful not to wear like a black bra underneath a sheer white.
Yeah, yeah. If you're going to wear a sheer top, I would for sure put a camisole on underneath. Because again, the black bra under the sheerness, it just draws your eye so that you're watching that part of the body instead of looking at the whole person.
Mm.
Because we want everybody to look at the whole person right on and not have their eyes go where we don't want them to.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Especially when the person's spending a lot of money.
Yeah. So if you, like, say we weren't in lockdown, you could go out and shop, what would you, or even, well, for mail order, what would you suggest people look for outside of their own homes and closets?
I would avoid any of these pop-ups that come up where they show 60, 70% off. Some of these, you know, pop-ups can lead to scams. So I would go to Amazon. What I like about Amazon is you can type in the search button, Empire waist dresses, Empire necklines. And then all of a sudden, you know, if you're looking for an Empire waist dress, all these Empire waist dresses will pop up. If you're wanting a boat neck, type in boat neck, and then everything boat neck will show up. That's really cool. Another one is my niece shops on a lot. And I'm sorry, I'm going a little blank. ThredUp. ThredUp is another site. It's a site that it's like eBay. It has dresses and tops, $5, 10 tops, $10 tops. You can type in your designer. Like I like Joseph Ribkoff. And then everything that they have with Joseph Ribkoff will pop up and you can shop again for really good deals. Also check out your Macy's. They're always having, you know, specials, coupons. So places that are, that you know, that are reputable.
There's a place called Poshmark too. Have you heard of?
Yeah, you've got Poshmark. Yeah, that's another place. Yeah.
Okay, and then there's the Best Kept Secret, once people can get out.
Yes. Yes. Best Kept Secret is awesome. They have a store in Bellevue and they've got one in Mukilteo.
Deborah told me about Best Kept.
Yes.
Secret.
Yes. Yes. All of us love finding those great deals.
The sample store, huge.
Yes. Yes.
And then there's Rent the Runway, which I'm not sure about.
Yes. Yeah. And Amazon has started a new program, but I don't know yet because it's fresh. It's where you can, you know, take 7 days to try on an outfit before you purchase it. So that's something new, you know, that a person can also check into.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another thing that I do is have my clients and me collaborate on a Pinterest.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say about creating Pinterest boards for wardrobe?
Well, when you're going to create a picture board, what I would do is think about, what do you want to say? What do you want your pictures to say before you speak? You know, so as soon as they look at your picture, do they see someone who is confident? Do they see someone who is credible? Do they see someone who has lots of experience? You know, so also she's someone that looks kind. She's someone who looks like he or she is approachable. You know, so that's what we want, is someone who looks professional. They take their job serious. And also, they look like someone who gets results.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of ways you can type in according to your job. You can type in, oh boy, you can DM me for.
Yes. Yeah, because you're really good with those boards yourself. Those boards that you create for your clients help me to know how I can create a look for the client as well. So it's a great collaboration that you have between you and your clients, so that they can create their board and get the message across of what they're wanting.
You can put all sorts of keywords into Pinterest, like spiritual guide, photography, branding. Just try a myriad of words to get what.
Yeah, real estate, bank, you know, whatever profession that you're in or whatever genre. Yeah.
And you get hundreds of ideas.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. New and fresh photography positions too, because some of the new ways of shooting, you know, are different from some of the older tradition. People may not want a traditional, but you know, they may want something that's a little bit more avant-garde.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what about shopping or dressing for your body type? Do you have anything to say about that?
Again, for women who have a beautiful rib cage, they're curvy, empire waist dresses, A-line dresses, you know, don't wear fabric that is too bulky because it puts weight on the body. So wear your best garment that emphasizes that you do have a beautiful rib cage and a small waist. Also, if you happen to have more of a pear-shaped body, again, you've got the empire waist and A-line dresses, but I would suggest, you know, like wearing solid colors, because solid colors are great. They photograph well. Yeah.
And I can photograph to make the best of your best features too.
Yes. And that's another thing I have enjoyed about, Amazon is you can type in, it's say if you want hourglass or something, it's interesting how, you can pop up with, it will pop up with those dresses but yeah.
And hopefully in this video series, I'll have more about posing so I can give some tips,
Absolutely.
on how to emphasize your best features if you have long legs, but
Yes.
like other parts of your body, you can emphasize and de-emphasize certain areas, hopefully for women.
Yeah. We can do that with skirts, lengths of skirts,
Oh, okay.
length of skirts will either flatter or unflatter, also if you're short-waisted and long-waisted, having, depending on how long your shirts are, how long your skirts are, how long the shirt is below the waistline.
Yeah.
Let's say you got a light colored top on and then it comes just below the waistline with black slacks. Well, with the short-waisted person, it could make the person look taller, because the top is hitting longer, So again, or someone who is maybe tall, they got really long legs, but again, we could wear something that's more peplum.
Yeah.
So that you notice this beautiful shape here, and it's a way of balancing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's just tricks of the eye.
So if you have short legs, what kind of skirt would you want to wear?
I would probably wear one that comes just above the knees.
Okay.
Yeah.
For long,
Yeah.
you want like a mini skirt for long legs?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but just kind of, maybe just about, an inch or two above the knees.
Okay.
Yeah, because you want to show off that the person, well, like with women, you want to show off she's got beautiful calves.
Mm-hmm.
So, by and then if she's also wearing shoes that have more of a pointed toe, that's going to add length to her legs as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't want a blocked toe because that will just make her legs look short. She wants a shoe with more of a pointed toe so that it gives that illusion of length.
Oh, for the shorter gal.
For the shorter gal, short waist, yeah. So again, I would put the skirt above the knees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you could always bring the top down, like I said, a little lower.
Mm-hmm.
Or again, like a peplum top too. Yeah.
Yeah.
To show she's got this beautiful waist.
Mm-hmm.
She's got this, beautiful hourglass figure. And then again, like I said, if a person is heavier on the bottom too, again, a shorter skirt, and then you bring that dress down, a bit over. But if she's got something that has flowy fabric, that's really pretty too. Flowy fabric in a long scarf.
Yeah.
Again, the length of the scarf lengthens her, makes her look taller, longer. Yeah. And then also having the right undergarments on too.
Yeah.
To help shape and make sure that the figure is nice and smooth and that the camera lens is not going to pick up anything she doesn't want picked up.
Yeah. Where do you get those kind of garments?
Again, because of being at home, again, you can go online and look at like what I have done is I've looked at the undergarments that work for me and I look at what their labels are. So I'll go on and I'll put in Spanx. Okay. So I look for Spanx or Flex Ease, so I'll go and type in and shop online. And again, she can go to, again, Macy's and shop online and order any of those. Mm-hmm. And it's also nice because you can look at people's, how they have responded. Oh, I really like this, it worked really well for me. Again, that's nice.
Yeah. And for the regular clothes, price doesn't really matter for the camera.
No. No, as a matter of fact, if she, you know, is on a budget, you can find some of these really nice, I want to say camisole or camisole that is nice. You can find them for around $20,
Mhm.
you know, that work really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Okay, is there anything else, any other tips you could think of for
Other tips I can think of is when it comes to your makeup, don't wear too bright a lipstick. That's another, oh, yeah, that's another thing I've noticed is when I'm watching people, if they're wearing too bright a lipstick, I'll start to watch their lips. And I'm not always quite listening to the person. I'm watching those lips, you know. So stick to more neutral tones. Again, make sure that also that your hair is all the hair, you know, all the little flyaways, you know, they're going to be in place again, because again, the camera is going to pick up any flyaways. And also, you'd mentioned patterns, and I'm coming back around to that. Stripes. Stripes is another pattern that I've noticed. I'll start watching the stripes because they distract me instead of the person. So certain patterns like stripes or bold florals may envelop the person, so that again, you don't see the person, you start watching the pattern, or, you know, that's what your eye goes to. And the same thing, what we put down below, you know, that's why we want the person to be one flowing unit, because whatever we put, that's where our eyes are going to go.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the same with, you talked about necklines, so that's why we want to frame our faces, because again, that's where the eyes are going to go.
And I think for branding, it's, you want to, you know, you can't always match your brand colors and with what you're wearing. If what you're wearing, if you say your color is bright yellow and you look
Yeah,
yellow, that's not going to work necessarily, but you could have a yellow mug or yellow pillows in the background or something.
yeah,
Your brand, you know,
yeah,
it looks good on your website. You don't necessarily have to be wearing that bright yellow dress if you look terrible.
right,
I think.
right,
And
right. Yeah, you
so,
have to be aware of some colors that are definitely, the lens of the camera is going to pick up
mhm.
a lot more.
And you can have
Yeah,
different colors in your font that's, you know, next to you, that they put in next to you in the picture for the website or something like that.
yeah. Another color is red. Red is a beautiful color, but sometimes the red, yeah, there's an emotion. It's a very high energy color. So I guess it would depend on, again, what your message is when it comes to using certain like red. And there's there's psychological, there's a psychology to color too.
Mhm. Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, with if
Yeah.
your business is all about trying to get babies to sleep, you know, you don't probably
Yes.
have a solid red, bright, flaming red dress that you're wearing like this.
Yes.
You
Yes.
probably want to wear soothing blues and greens and whites. You know,
Yes.
there is
Yeah.
psychology behind your branding in your
Yeah.
photography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, that's so important, because some of us, our branding is going to be a little different than some others because of the careers we're in, you know. And yeah,
The message is
yeah,
right.
right.
All about the message. So, but it's
Yes,
also about how you look personally and the colors that
right,
you do. So
right.
mix of the two.
Yes.
Yeah. So any last final things you want to say?
Well, one of the things that I really appreciate about Eugene is that as a photographer, you are very good at keeping your client relaxed. The other thing is because you really enjoy what you're doing, you really get into what you're doing and you have fun. And that translates to the client, so that the client, not only is the client relaxed, the client begins to have fun. Because in the beginning, you are kind of nervous, but then after a while, it just really starts to become fun. And I think that is what is so important, and what is so wonderful about you is you care about your clients, and you really want to translate who they are through your camera.
Oh yeah, it is fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah. So I think that's wonderful.
Well, you're pretty much the same, so.
Well, people are fun,
Yeah.
They're walking Barbies.
Well, I don't know about that. For you,
Yeah, but they're fun. But yes, and so when people are looking to invest their money into their brands, they really want to make sure that they're investing with someone who's going to capture the true essence of who they are and who their brand is.
oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. Oh, and the last thing you wanted to say was to drink lots of water and get lots of rest.
Yes.
Right?
Drink lots of water the day before the shoot, because you want your skin hydrated. As a makeup artist, sometimes, when you're working with that client, you really got to get that skin hydrated. So if possible, the night before, I know people get nervous, get good sleep and drink a lot of water, so that the next day they've got great hydrated skin and they're ready to go.
Yeah. And of course, that's.
Oh, and make sure their clothes are pressed.
Yeah, even if you're doing it yourself, make sure your clothes are pressed and, just.
Yeah.
Perfectly ready to go, and
Yeah.
so that you look on top of your game. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Deborah.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you so much for inviting me. This has been fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll be working soon, so.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
But thank you, everybody, for watching. And if you have any questions for either of us, go ahead and DM me or put it down in the comments. And do you want me to include a link to your website in the?
Yes, they can go to DeborahLobey.com.
DeborahLobey.com. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, Deborah.
You're welcome.
We'll see you around.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.